Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope you're having an amazing day. It is so rainy and cold here and I love it. It feels really snuggly today. My God, I've had some kick-ass sessions today. Oh boy, the energies have been insane, in a good way, right? In a shifting, transforming kind of way. My goodness, it's been amazing. So, the name of this live obviously is about what are you allowing? And this was something I asked one of my clients early this morning. And because she's allowing in these thoughts and these shadow programs, which is really interesting, to take hold of her and then run the show. And I'm seeing this a lot that yes, we are actually, whether we're consciously allowing or not, we're still allowing these things, and they're insidious. They're just like a poison that takes over us. And once we allow it in, that's it. And I said to her, to think of it like we're allowing in the person who, the friend who comes to stay in your house, and they come for dinner and 2 weeks later they're still there sleeping on your couch, right? And you're like, how did this happen? So, this is what happens when we allow things in, when we allow things to take over us, and we allow these little beliefs or different things to come in. And a really big thing, what we're not doing is having strong boundaries. And people think they have boundaries, but they don't. Honestly, they don't. For most of us, we have boundaries around the really big things like invading our personal space, or someone coming into our home, or, helping themselves to things that don't belong to them. We have really strong boundaries around that. But in our day-to-day living, we're allowing our clients, our family and friends, and even to some extent our partner or our children, to cross the line of our boundaries, where if we need space or time or money or whatever it might be, or energy, we're allowing people to encroach on those things. And then, for some of us, we turn around and then blame that other person for, oh my gosh, they won't leave me alone. Oh my gosh, they keep asking me for things. Oh my God, they keep doing this and that. And yet we're not installing any boundaries. Because the thing is, when you start installing some of those boundaries, the universe then goes, now we know what she will or won't accept in her life. And so we will bring her experiences and opportunities and people that then reflect that belief and those boundaries back to her. Right? So that's what happens when we create strong boundaries, is that we're showing people how to treat us and what's acceptable to us and what's not. And that's especially important in our everyday life, but also in business. And I know this is a really hard lesson I've had to learn, is around having personal boundaries with clients, with my energy, and what is and isn't acceptable. Because as you know, that when most people are running from shadow programs, that's their program that's running, is they're still at the level of maybe a toddler, then they're going to think they can control your life, your rhythm, your energy. They will tell you what they want to do. And this is clients included, right? They will tell you what they want. They will tell you how they want it to be instead of what you want it to be. Okay, and you've probably seen this with family and friends as well. They think they know better than you, right? Well-meaning people that know better than you. And so you're allowing this level of energy bombardment to creep in. And at first, they've just got a toe in the door, that energy does. And before you know it, it's just blown out of proportion and it's poisoning your life. And I was saying to her this morning, like, this is, I guess, energy mastery is one of the most difficult things you will ever do. and the most rewarding things that you will ever do. And you can ask numerous clients of mine who have all gone through this. It's like training to be a Navy SEAL. The level of commitment and dedication to being aware of the energy you're putting out there, your thoughts that you're putting out there, what you're saying to yourself, what you're saying to others, the stories that you are perpetuating and anchoring in every single minute of the day, right? You're doing it all the time. We all are. We're all anchoring something all the time. And so it really is like training to be a Navy SEAL in a more, energetic, mental way. But it requires a lot of commitment. Yeah, and a lot of strength to just go, I'm not going to allow this anymore to take over me. I'm going to choose. I am going to choose how I run my life, what boundaries I have in place, and I'm not going to allow these energies to come in and affect me anymore. Okay. So for a lot of you, you're saying, I'll try. I hear that one all the time. I'll try and do it. No, it's like, you're going to do it or you're not. It requires that, like what I said to her, it requires this level of dedication that it's almost like every day you've got to think, my life depends on this. If I don't become aware of the energy I'm putting out there, the frequency I'm emitting with my thoughts and my programs and my actions and everything that I'm doing, if I'm just going into being in this autopilot mode and I'm not thinking about what I'm really putting out there, right? Then you need to be in this state where you're saying every time I don't catch this, every time I feed this program, every time I allow someone to take something from me, even if they're not meaning to, right? It's just taking energy, time, money, something from you, even trying to direct your life for you. Every time you do that and you don't catch it and go, no, that's not true for me anymore, or you don't create a boundary, or you don't say, no, that's not acceptable for me anymore, and you just keep allowing these things to happen, you've got to start going, this is a matter of life and death. And that might sound, oh, that's so dramatic, but we've got to start taking back control. And sometimes we have to be a little bit like that with ourselves. Like, if we don't do this, this is a life and death matter. We could, I often look at it as every time I ignore this and I just keep allowing these things to come in and creep in and take over me, then my life force goes down. So it's a really good way of looking at it. And every time I allow light in, every time I'm allowing more frequency in, my life force goes up. And it's a really great way to program yourself to make sure that you are catching yourself. And it's not about micromanaging and judging yourself. I mean, who's got time for that? That's so boring, right? And annoying. But it's just about being more aware. Stop walking through life with blinders on and just sort of going, oh, well, everything will work out, or that person, that's just the way they are, or oh, well, that just always happens to me. It's a story. It's a story, and you need to stop it, and you need to act like that I need to let light in. I need to activate my light codes, let light in, let frequency in, build frequency. And I do that by being aware of where I'm allowing things to come in. You see, you don't realize that the small things that might seem so small, but when you keep allowing and allowing and allowing, it builds up to something really huge. It's like, I get asked a lot of questions, right? And I'm so open and happy to answer questions, of course, but, for the person asking the question, they don't realize that they're just thinking of themselves, right? That, oh, I've just got a quick question. But, I could have 20 of those quick questions that take time and energy to relay, right? So I have to have boundaries around that, around my time. And so you need to think of that for yourself. What are you allowing in that you're saying, oh, it's just a one-off. It's just this thing. It's just that person. Oh, I feel sorry for them. Oh, I feel bad. Oh, I should just do it. Like, I've got the time. I've got 5 minutes spare, right? And all of those little things that you're doing add up. They add up to energy depletion. Energy being drained from you. Okay, and before you know it, you're in despair, or you're a nervous wreck, or you're feeling burnt out, or you're feeling tired, or you're feeling like you can't go on, or it's all too hard, or you need a vacation from your life. And that will happen when you're just allowing these tiny little drips to come in, right? Over and over and over. And so, like I said to her, you have to start getting like, this is a matter of life or death for me. Okay, I need to be aware of this. I need to start paying attention, or my life force is going down. My energy is getting depleted. Yes, through even the smallest little thing that seems insignificant and not a big deal. Right? If it's not fully aligned with you and coming from heart, and it's a full-bodied yes, why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? Why are you allowing it to come in? Again, it comes back to shadow programs. I'm not good enough. I need to be a people pleaser. You know, I'm not worthy. I'm not valuable. I need to be validated in some way. I need to be seen as the person who does the right thing. Hello, I can put my hand up to that for about, you know, the whole of my life. 40 something years of my life, right? I was like that. And it's hard. It's hard to shift from that. It's hard to shift out of allowing things in to our life and seeing it as not a big deal. And it is a big deal. It's a very big deal. Okay, this is energy mastery at the highest level, is not allowing people and energies and things to encroach on you. Because you owe it to yourself. You'll feel 100,000 times better when you stop doing this. Okay? You're going to feel happier. You're going to be clearer. You're going to feel like you've got more to give to people. See, that's the irony of it. It's like you're putting boundaries in and you're stopping allowing things in, but then you actually feel like you can give more. You've got more energy, you've got more time, and you want to do it. You really feel like, oh my gosh, yeah, I really want to help that person, or I really want to do that thing. You know, instead of like, oh, well, yeah, I should. It's the right thing to do type of thing, you know, or you're just even worse, not even paying attention to it, and it's just coming in because it validates you, right? Think about it. It's really validating to be needed. For so many people on the planet, they need this. They need to be wanted. They need to be needed, right? And so we allow all these things to come creeping in through our own shadow sense of validation, the need for validation, the need to be seen or heard or comforted in whatever way. You know, it's nice to think, oh, people need me, or they look up to me, they want me, or whatever. And we can get lost in that even unconsciously. And so that's why, you know, let's sit up, open our eyes, pay attention, and be aware. Okay, be aware to these little energy leaks, or these things that you're allowing in, and especially how you're allowing yourself to be treated. Okay, set strong boundaries. I can't say that enough or loud enough. Okay, they will be your best friends, and it will be hard at first, but it will get easier, and you'll feel yourself just feeling free for the first time in a long time. Okay, I hope this has resonated with you. If you've left comments, I can't really... Oh, this one's popped up, I think. You're welcome, Amanda. So glad it resonated with you. Yeah, it's very important. This is basic 101 energy mastery, guys. Okay, you start nailing this one and everything else becomes easier. All right, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Hope you have an amazing rest of the day, and we'll talk again soon. Bye.